Imagine at one point having a very successful YouTube channel where you have over 100,000 subscribers to just being a guy on Twitter constantly bashing Xbox, going after Xbox, no matter what. Just imagine that. Imagine someone actually doing that. It's funny because when you see guys like the Red Dragon, you just don't understand their way of thinking. I don't understand why he hates Xbox so much. I don't know what Phil Spencer did to him. I don't know what Xbox did to this guy, but on a consistent basis, he bashes Xbox. He hopes Xbox collapse. He wants the brand to fail. And this is pretty funny coming from a guy that used to be an Xbox guy. Red Dragon, early in last generation, he was an Xbox guy. It's kind of weird. But the reason I'm doing this video is because the Red Dragon did something that's so laughable and it's sad. It's honestly sad, guys. We all know about this Activision Blizzard deal. It's been going on for well over a year at this point. We know PlayStation fanboys want the deal to fail. We know Xbox fans want the deal to go through. But then we have guys like Red Dragon. He clearly wants the deal to fail, but imagine writing a heartfelt letter to why the deal should fail on Twitter. Listen, man, when I first saw this tweet, I was like, I'm not about to read all of this shit. But then my homie Sean786 read some of it on his podcast, and I said, damn, let me read some of this. And I got to read some of this, guys. Please bear with me. Government has a long history of talking tough and doing nothing that should be done. Microsoft has poured billions into lobbying efforts over the years and gets plenty of business from those who are supposed to be overseeing them. They have a very cozy relationship, and with that, I believe ultimately the Activision deal will go through, though probably with some concessions. Now, that first paragraph wasn't too bad, but this dude wrote a damn essay. So let's continue. It's a very short-term win for gamers. Xbox fans will likely have more games to rent. Hey, he's throwing shots. Xbox will have more games to rent. What do I give a shit? I get to play them in its entirety. Let me continue. That's literally only benefiting that's literally only benefit for them, as games will come to Xbox whether deal passes or fails. Long term, it's bad for the industry. Here we go, guys. It's bad for the industry. Will be more layoffs and less competition. Fewer players to enjoy Activision games, just as we've seen with Bethesda. Now let me stop right there. Will be more layoffs and less competition. Competition. These guys wanted Xbox to compete. These guys wanted Xbox to put up a fight, Xbox. Will you please? Will you put up a fight? Fewer players to enjoy Activision Blizzard games. Well, that's a lie. Even though he wrote this essay before the announcement of Xbox signing deals with Nvidia and Nintendo, so clearly that's wrong. More gamers are going to get to play Activision Blizzard games. Games like Call of Duty hasn't been on a Nintendo platform in years, but soon it will be on a Nintendo platform again. So that means millions of people can potentially play a Call of Duty game on a Nintendo Switch. Brad Smith said Nvidia and Nintendo is adding over 150 million potential players of future Activision Blizzard games. So you're definitely wrong right there, Mr. Dragon. Now let's continue with this crybaby shit. Out of all the studios at Microsoft, how many have delivered quality AAA consistently? Maybe 2, if we're generous, and one's a car series that's on cruise control. This is the track record that you want to run with one of gaming's biggest publishers and studios. Oh my God. When when you have an issue, when you have a weak point in your company, what do you try to do? You try to fix that. Even in your real life. When you have a problem area in your real life, you try to fix that. Xbox understands where they were weak at. It was first-party content, especially during the Xbox One generation. They knew they were weak there. So what did they do? Invest. They bought studios. They bought publishers. But now this guy is saying, how many have delivered AAA quality games? How many studios at Microsoft? Well, sir, you must have forgot what happened in 2021. They won Publisher of the Year. These guys act like it's still the Xbox One generation. Act like it's still Crackdown 3 time. No, it's not. Do you hear this guy crying, guys? This guy is pathetic. Let me continue. Told you he wrote an essay. Prices will rise. Microsoft is definitely playing loss leader, and you're all going to pay for it in the end. It's a shame Xbox didn't use billions to create new IPs and studios, but instead wants to consolidate and shrink the competition. That's not winning. That's not moving the industry forward, as they lay off thousands in the process and look to bring AI in every aspect of their business. Let me go back to what this guy said. It's a shame Xbox didn't use billions to create new IPs and studios. Let me tell you guys something right now. After watching that Psychonauts documentary, after seeing certain things, I don't think people realize how hard and difficult it is to build a studio from scratch. It is very difficult, and it takes years for those studios to get in their groove. I have an analogy. If you are homeless and you came into a bunch of money, would you build you a house from the ground up, or would you just go ahead and buy you a home? Now, remember, you're homeless. You need a place to live ASAP. So would you build you a house from the ground up, or would you buy you a home and move into it? Of course you will buy you a home and move into it. Xbox didn't have the luxury of creating several studios from the ground up all at once. They needed games. The initiative is one studio they created from the ground up. And here we are in 2023. They were announced in 2018, and we still haven't seen Perfect Dark yet. That shows you how difficult it is to create a studio from the ground up. So these PlayStation guys, kiss my entire black ass with this organic growth shit. Stop it. The last thing this piece of trash said, this deal is going to be bad for everyone in the end. But everyone seems to only care about what happens in the short term and how it means even fewer games they'll have to buy. I cannot believe how sad this guy is. This is pathetic. The deal is going to be bad for everyone in the end. No, it's going to be bad for you Xbox haters. You PlayStation fanboys that love to hate on Xbox every chance you get. At the drop of a hat, you're hating on Xbox. It's going to be bad for you because you're going to have to come up with new narratives to hate on Xbox. We remember all of the old narratives. Xbox has no quality games. Xbox has no games. Xbox has no studios. Xbox has no new IPs. All of those narratives are done. They're dead. So, of course, you guys are going to hate it. Because you have to come up with new shit. And that's something you guys just don't want to do. But look, I'm about to get up out of here. But when I saw this tweet, just imagine a guy buying Twitter Blue to have a blue check mark. And once you get Twitter Blue, you're able to type 4,000 characters. And this dude used every damn character on this shit. Like I said, man, these PlayStation fanboys / Xbox haters, this is sad. This is sad, man. These guys need some help. Look, it's time for me to get up out of here. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.